Hello, 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 dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. As always, guys, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. So we have Capricorn. And again, guys, these are general readings, so only take whatever applies. Um, the energy for you this week is apologies. Whether it is that you have to extend an apology or somebody's coming in to apologize to you. To be honest with you, and it's not for anything, not to be cocky or anything like that, but Capricorns, I feel that people are coming towards you to apologize, because there is this energy of people that either did you wrong, or whether they did it in front of you or they did it behind your back or whatever it was. There is a need. It's almost kind of like they feel this need to apologize to you, right? To need to set certain things straight when it comes to your relationship with them. Now, this can obviously, it can be a romantic interest, it can be a friend, it can be a co-worker. Again, these are just general readings, but there is apologies coming towards you. A lot of you Capricorns seem to be kind of MIA. You're nowhere to be found, according to some people, or it almost kind of feels like people are just getting a glimpse of you here and there, but it's kind of like, okay, why isn't Capricorn answering? Why isn't Capricorn here? Like, where is Capricorn? And to be honest with you, your focus, and you have always been focused, like when it comes to work and your career and your finances, but you're focused on you. You're focused on what brings you peace, on what brings you happiness, excuse me. And I don't know, some of you Capricorns have really really strong, strict, strong boundaries that it almost feels like people feel like they have to tiptoe around you. And I don't know why I have to say this, Capricorn. If somebody's trying to make you apologize because they feel like they have to tiptoe around you because of your boundaries, don't. And the reason why I say that is there's a difference between trying to control situations and trying to control other people, and trying to protect your space and trying to protect yourself and taking care of yourself, right? And a lot of times there is kind of like this fine line that a lot of people don't realize, are unable to recognize. And because of that, they may feel that you are unapproachable, right? But regardless of the reason, it's like you just have very strict boundaries, whether it is because you're very organized or whether it is because you're preparing for something or whatever it is. You're kind of like on the go, and that's why it almost feels like you're flashing by people and they're just getting a glimpse of you. But there is a sense here that you need to stay on task, whatever this is, whether this is your health, whether this is your career, your path, whatever it is. Stay on track with whatever it is that you're doing. Again, if somebody gets offended over you not being able to be there or not being available when they want to, then that's on them. And I get it, but it's almost kind of like, it is what it is, right? At this point in your life, you need to stop with the people pleasing when it comes to putting your things on hold because somebody else is feeling a certain type of way, right? Now, there are ways that you can deliver certain messages or whatever it is, but it's almost kind of like you're being guided again, and you're being reminded, like, focus on you. There are three major things that are going to happen between now and the end of the year, and one of them have to do specifically with your spirituality. Then the other one has to do with your finances, and then the third one has to do with change, like your physical environment, right? Whether it is that you're going to be moving or relocating, there is a huge spiritual growth or ascension, however it is that you want to call it. And there's also steady financial income coming in. So because of that, you have to stay very focused with what it is that you're doing. And if people are just catching glimpse of you at this moment in time, I mean, it is what it is. And if they feel that they're in the need that you need to apologize or whatever it is, then it's kind of like, sorry, I'm not sorry, to be honest with you. And again, whenever anybody is completely focused, let's put it this way, on whatever it is that you're doing, or why you're not there, why you're not here, why you're not this and this and this and that, they're taking their energy, and instead of investing it in themselves, they're pouring it out to you. And you're not responsible for that. I don't know how to say it that way. So with the tarot, we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse with the Hermit. Again, you're almost kind of like non-existence, let's put it this way. Non-existence, right? With this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, is not so much about money problems. That's not the way that I'm picking it up anyways. And with the Ace of Swords, it's kind of like, and then the Hermit card is like, you're literally putting up, I don't want to say walls. You're putting up boundaries that you're sticking to. Maybe in the past you will have put up boundaries, and then somebody would call or text or whatever with an issue of this and this and that, and you would give in or whatever. But this time around, you're really sticking to the boundaries that you are setting. And I mean, I believe, and I think that that's an amazing thing, because you're honoring yourself. It was, there was this thing that I watched the other day. It was on Facebook, and it was a priest. And it was one of those reels, right? Or clips, whatever, a video. And he was talking about, like, people always talking about, beware of the takers, but they don't talk about being aware or be wary of the chronic givers, right? Because when you're chronically giving, right, to others, then you're not giving to yourself, right? And then that in itself causes imbalance within that person. So a lot of you may have realized that maybe you were a chronic giver, right? You were constantly giving, and then it was almost kind of like you were always drained, right? Because when you're to give to others is when your cup is overflowing. So if your cup is not filled because you're chronically giving to others, then what is it that you're leaving for yourself? And that's kind of like one of the things that is finally sinking in for you guys. So let's go ahead, Capricorns. Let's pull out your love energy card. Now, the love energy card can be any type of relationship, romantic, platonic, spirituality, and yourself. It says keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So a lot of you, as you're moving forward, as you're working, especially with these three major changes in your finances, relocating, and your spirituality, you have to keep an open mind. It may be that you see, you think of a place, or you see something, and you're like, oh my God, how am I going to make that happen? Like, how am I going to move there? Or how am I going to get my finances here and this? And it's like, keep an open mind, because the clarity is coming in, but you have to be in a space where you're grounded within yourself in order to receive the message. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and let's get your closing message, Capricorns. So again, this is an awesome week for you guys. And I feel that, again, a lot of people are like, it's almost kind of like you're playing peekaboo. People are searching to see where it is that you're at, or what it is that you're up to. So let's see. So we have number 24. Resplendent with grace. Resplendent with grace. Again, a lot of you are just, you're finally learning to just honor every part of yourself, right? Not just the career, financial, working, driven person that most people see you as, right? But you're engaging or embracing that energy and everything that you're doing, whether that is working out, whether that is a hobby, whether that is your romantic relationship, your home life, or whatever it is. You're just in a graceful, you're just grateful at this moment for where it is that your life is at, and where it is that it's headed, because you see that there's so much more coming. Well, guys, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.